Calic? Guys need to get some E. Why can't there be just like a Joe Smith? I'm just kidding, you guys are great. Drew Calic asked, how long did it take you to find a good wax combination and what colors are you planning to make in the future? Good question. It took me about 2 years to figure out a good formula. I don't know if you guys are ever going to be able to find it. I don't know if it exists anymore. But originally, High Tide Lacrosse had a pre-name. High Tide Lacrosse is the newest name of the business. The original name was Treble Hook Lax, Treble Hook Lacrosse. And I had Treble Hook Mesh. So if you can find that, that was the inception of the business that is now. But that's where I started 2 years ago. It took me about 2 years to get a good wax combination. And what colors am I planning to make in the future? That's a secret. You gotta stay tuned. You're gonna be fun though. Mika Hardstock asked what gave you the idea/inspired you to create a mesh business. I said that already. I have enough brains to figure something out and how to do it my own way. And then Hayes Edmonds asked, what is Moon Mesh and what are you trying to accomplish with it? I'm just trying to put a high quality mesh out there for people to buy that's at a low cost, but it performs at an extremely high level. That is why I made Moon Mesh. Grant Ehrig asked, do I miss coaching? A little bit I do. Coaching is, you guys probably have no idea, but I did coach at my old high school at the JV level. I was an assistant coach. I coached the defense. It's fun. It's a different feel than playing, for sure. You get a bird's eye view of things. You get to see. I've actually become a better player from coaching. So if you get an opportunity to coach, take advantage of it because it is worthwhile. Evaxity asked, what are your thoughts on ESPN's 30 for 30 about the Duke lacrosse scandal and the intentions people could have about lacrosse after seeing it? I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen it. I know about it, but I haven't seen it. But I know the implications. It's tough. When you get labeled as a certain thing, it's hard to shake that nomer about an error of a specific group of people. And it's not even just lacrosse. It's in the world. Us as lacrosse players, we have to really set an example for the world, really. We have to set an example. We have to be high achieving. We have to be good people. We have to be wholesome people. We have to be hardworking. We have to be good teachers. We have to be, we have those responsibilities because that's the only way we're going to fight the stereotype that's been set by this or that. We have to lead by example. That's what we really, really have to do. Lead by example. Be the best person you can possibly be. Curtis Houghton asked, what are your goals as a company and as a human being? Good question. As a human being, my goal is to get into heaven. Straight up, that's my goal. As an earthly goal, my goal is to love as much as I can, change people's lives, teach people about Jesus, and let people know that they're loved because they are loved. You are all loved by someone. And as a business, this is fun for me. If it gets super big like East Coast Eyes did, then that would be amazing. I'm not gonna deny saying that. That'd be fun. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this because I love it, and if I find joy in it, then I'm succeeding in my endeavors. Doom Pancake asked, when did you first pick up a lacrosse stick? 17 years old, year before my senior year. Colin Hansen asked, what makes lacrosse better than all other sports? I do not think lacrosse is better than all the other sports because everyone has their own thing. And one person may think football is better than lacrosse, and one person may think lacrosse is better than football. But I can tell you why lacrosse is different than any other sport. Lacrosse combines the constant playing of hockey and soccer with the general intelligence of basketball, of knowing how to move and how to slide, but it also combines the extremely appealing aspect of customization, and you can express yourself through your stick. So I think combining all those things together is why lacrosse is my favorite sport. It may not be for someone else, but those are the reasons that I think that it's my favorite sport personally. Nopalax24 asked, how did I get into lacrosse? Picked up my cousin's stick and started throwing. Gotta start somewhere. The 1Q asked, I know lacrosse is not as common as other sports, but what do you think the lacrosse community can and will do in the future? With the lacrosse community making these changes happen, what will lacrosse look like in 20 years from today? Great question. The lacrosse community, the biggest thing that we can do is A, lead by example, show people that, hey, we're here, we're here to stay, and we're not what you stereotypically think about lacrosse players. We are our own people. And I think what the lacrosse community is doing exactly right is we're staying relevant and we're expanding. Like I said, all these little, I said in a past video, all these little lacrosse companies that pop up here and there and do these little things. That's important that we're there. Because eventually what's going to happen is from all of that, someone's going to rise up and someone else is going to rise up, and those are going to be our public figures, and they're going to be rooted in what the lacrosse community is about, which is about community and about togetherness, and that we're all here to play the game that we love. And in 20 years, I mean, I look at what hockey was a long time ago, and it wasn't big at all. It was small. It only had 6 teams. And look where hockey is now. Look where the NHL is now. It's huge. I mean, hockey's played all over the world. And lacrosse is being played all over the world, and now we're on the fast track to expand. So in 20 years, I sincerely hope A, that there's more MLL teams. That would be killer. And B, that there's less clubs and more team sports. That'd be even cooler if there was more team sports at high schools, middle schools, colleges. That would be awesome. That's what I'm really hoping for. Good question. Sarah Delaney asked, who inspires you in lacrosse as a stringer and as a player? As a stringer, I really look to Chris from Mainly Mesh. He is extremely knowledgeable. I mean, you watch one video and you know this guy's smart. Seriously, he is a really bright guy. And watching him break down how knots work and how stringing works, he is for sure my inspiration for stringing. And as a player, this is going to sound a little different, but yes, I enjoy watching Paul Rabel and Joe Fletcher play. But as a player, I find more inspiration, not necessarily as a lacrosse player, but as an athletic, as an athlete, from the people that play that have disabilities. And you watch like the Paralympics, and you watch like people in wheelchairs play basketball. Those people inspire me, because if they can overcome what obstacles they have, surely we all can too. Not being able to use your legs is tough, but they're still out there playing, and that's inspiring. That is amazing. That inspires me to keep working hard, because that's amazing that they do that. And if you're out there watching this video, you are an amazing person. You are my inspiration. Would you ever use the 6 arrow? I have no idea what the 6 arrow is. I'm going to Google it right now. It's a Republic of Turkey. I just typed in 6 arrow. How about lacrosse? The 6 arrow or the STX arrow? Because I'm finding the STX arrow. I'm assuming that's what you meant, Taylor Sprouse. The STX arrow. And no, I would never use the STX arrow. Yes, I would. It looks really cool. Jack Bold, which asked, what age are you? If you have/are going to play D1 to D3, where have you or do you play? Keep up the great videos. Also, what do you like better, the String King shafts or the ECD carbon line? You've inspired me a lot to become a better lax player and a better person too. Thanks so much. Well, thank you for saying so. That is much appreciated. And I know that if I've influenced one life positively, then I've done my job for the day. I am not going to play D1 or D3. I play club at my college. It's a big college, but we play club. I am not good enough to play D1. Certainly I'm not. I'd be the first one to tell you that. I play at Niagara University. Go Eagles. I've heard mixed reviews about the String King shafts, that they're weak, that they're light, that they're a novelty. So I don't really know, but I know that the String King Complete Stick that came out is great because it's only $100 and you're getting a quality stick. So if you're considering that, buy it. I would probably have to lean toward the ECD carbon line, only because I don't use an ECD carbon shaft. I actually use a Project G carbon shaft on my long pole, which has been amazing. If you have the opportunity to use that or buy that, do it. It's great. It has a great feel. It's real soft, but if it has a soft feel, but it still feels like it's metal. So I'm gonna have to lean toward the ECD carbons if you're deciding. And final question, which is my favorite question, which also happens to be the last one on the list here. So congratulations, fishermen. You have won a free piece of moon mesh. Send us a message to our email, which is hightidelax@yahoo.com. I'll put it right here. Send us an email with your address and who to send it to, and we will get that out as soon as possible. So thank you, fishermen. And his question was, how do you connect your faith to lacrosse. You know, it goes so much beyond saying a prayer before my games, and I do. I really do. I pray before my games. I get in the zone via praying before my games. You gotta, you know, the whole reason I'm able to even play my game is because of God. And, you know, I mean, if you guys have been with me since the inception of High Tide Lacrosse on the Instagram, you guys know that I had shoulder surgery. I damaged my shoulder playing lacrosse, and I didn't know if I'd make it back for college to be able to play. And through a divine miracle, my shoulder healed way faster than it should have, and I was able to play, and now I've played my first game. So my faith is the whole reason, not only that I play, but the whole reason that I pretty much do everything that I do, because without my blessings and my graces that I get daily, I would not be able to function as a human being. So that is how I connect my faith to my lacrosse and pretty much to my entire life. If I've said that in a previous question, I apologize, but I feel like I need to elaborate a little bit on that. So thank you everyone who asked questions. Fishermen, if you are out there watching this video, congratulations, you have won the free piece of moon mesh. Send us a message over to our email, and we will get that out as quickly as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, comment below, like this video, share it if you liked it. You guys are fantastic. We can't do what we do without you. Have a killer day, everyone. Have a killer day. Please do.